CSStutor.pk is Pakistan's first online learning website for CSS students. It is an online academy where aspiring civil service students can create an account and can gain access to videos, notes, news, and more in order to prepare for the CSS exam. In this video, we will be discussing the CSS subjects that students are most likely to fail in the CSS exam. According to the FPSC, which is the main body responsible for conducting the CSS exam, the total students that appeared for the CSS 2016 exam were 9,358. The subject-wise performance of CSS students has been shown in this table. These numbers are the official numbers given by the FPSC, giving insight into the performance of CSS students. We will move on to discuss each subject and its performance. The performance of the students in the CSS English essay exam was very poor. Out of 9,358 students, 0 students managed to secure a grade of 60% or above. Furthermore, only 16% of the students were able to pass the English essay exam and 84% students failed. The performance of the students in the CSS English Pressy and Composition exam was even poorer in comparison to the English essay exam. 95% of the students failed the exam. Only 5% of the students managed to pass, and less than 0% of the students were able to secure a grade of 60% or above. The subject-wise performance of the students for the General Science and Ability exam was better than the English essay and English Pressy and Composition exam. 22% of the students failed the exam, 42% of the students managed to pass, and 6% of the students were able to secure a grade of 60% or above. For the current affairs exam, the subject-wise performance was reasonable. 45% of the students failed the exam, 47% of the students managed to pass, and 8% of the students were able to secure a grade of 60% or above. The subject-wise performance of the students for Pakistan Affairs exam was better than current affairs. 37% of the students failed the exam, 55% of the students managed to pass the exam, and 8% of the students were able to secure a grade of 60% or above. The subject-wise performance of the students of Islamic Studies / comparative study of major religions for non-Muslims was the best in comparison to all the compulsory subjects. 35% of the students failed the exam. 56% of the students managed to pass the exam, and 9% of the students were able to secure a grade of 60% or above. In conclusion, from the data presented previously, we learned that the easiest subject in the compulsory exam is that of Islamic Studies. The General Science and Ability, Current Affairs, and Pakistan Affairs difficulty level is medium, while the English essay and English Pressy and Composition exams are the most difficult when it comes to the compulsory subjects of the CSS exam. These are the reasons why the compulsory subjects are more difficult than the optional subjects. Firstly, students can't choose their compulsory subjects. A particular subject can be a strength or a weakness. At the end of the day, the students don't have a choice but to sit down and attempt that compulsory exam. In comparison, students can choose optional subjects. They can choose a subject which is their strength. Secondly, the passing grade for compulsory subjects is 40%, which is 7% higher than optional subjects, making it more difficult to secure a passing grade in comparison to compulsory subjects. Thirdly, students have to turn compulsory subjects into a strength, as their success depends on it, because if you fail one compulsory subject, you fail the entire CSS exam. Lastly, students avoid studying for the CSS compulsory subjects as they are not interesting. On the other hand, students choose their optional subjects because they have an interest for them. They like to study them, and ultimately, thus they pass them. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive updates every time we upload a free video. We have premium content for student members on our website, www.csstutor.pk. Our student members get access to online courses, past